Died in these wars. We are also asking at this moment for all of you that can hear my voice in this demonstration to sit in the streets right now. This will only be for a few moments. It will be peaceful. It will be dignified. Let's do that right now, please. Let's send a message all over this country to the White House in Washington, D.C. Everyone, we are sitting in the streets right now. The streets now belong to the people. The streets belong to the people. What we want to say, can everybody in the back, can you please ask everyone to join together? We're going to make this statement, this moment of civil disobedience, this statement on behalf of those who have died in these unnecessary conflicts. Today here in Los Angeles, we are sending a message to Los Angeles, to Chicago, to New York, to Washington, to San Francisco. Look at us here sitting in the streets. This is only the beginning. This is an indication of more and more sit-ins which will occur until this war ends in the streets of America, in Washington, in Los Angeles, in Chicago, in New York, and all over this country. I want you to feel a sense of empowerment. You've been down too long. You've been marginalized too long. You've been made to feel as if you are weak, but you're not, you're strong. The power is in the citizens of this country. And you have every right to be here. You have come here today proudly. Proudly, you have raised your voices. Passionately, you have raised your voices and marched. And now you have taken over the streets. You are sitting in the streets. Get a sense of your power, my brothers and sisters, my fellow citizens. This is only the beginning. Let America know, let Washington know that this movement is just beginning to grow in strength. That the sit-in here you see, this symbolic sit-in is just the beginning. And if this war continues, and if you continue to drag our sons and daughters into these senseless wars, we will fill the streets of this country, not with 2,000, not with 20,000, but 200,000, 500,000, 1 million people will be sitting in the streets of this country, and we will stop this war. So lastly, my dear brothers and sisters, remember that this movement is motivated by love and caring and compassion for each other. We want an end to this war and violence. We want a beginning of diplomacy and a respect for all our cultures and human beings. You must take these actions. You must begin to move in a new direction. We must stand up to this government, stand up to these policies with courage, with dignity. As Martin Luther King did, as Nelson Mandela did, we will do it here in Los Angeles and all over this country. This is only the beginning, and you are part of a powerful, powerful movement. For 2 minutes now, as you sit here and you become comfortable and used to the fact that you now, these streets of this country that we love, they belong to you, they belong to the people of this country, and we're going to take the streets of this country back, and we're going to end that war. Let us go for 2 minutes in silence, and let us remember the men and women who have been sacrificed in these wars. Let us remember the disabled who have come home. Let us remember those suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, the nightmares, the anxiety attacks. Let us never forget those civilians who have been killed and all those who have been killed in this unnecessary conflict. America must move in a new direction, and you will move your country in a new direction, and we will do it in a dignified, non-violent way, but we are going to move this country if we've got to sit in the streets of every city in this country. Let's begin that moment of silence. Thank you so much. Let the whole country, let the whole world know that the peace movement is alive, and it is growing in confidence, not only in LA, but all over this country right now. This is just the beginning. And you are part of a great movement. And I promise you that today. We will not be denied. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Let's stand up. Give yourself a round of applause and feel that power and strength. Thank you.